What's going on, everyone? The Lakers have already continued to make some moves, and I imagine more moves are coming. So the Lakers are trading Thomas Bryant to the Nuggets for Davon Reed and 3 second-round picks, sources tell ESPN, per Adrian Wojnarowski. Now, this only makes sense if something else is coming and they're getting a big man, right? Because why would you trade Thomas Bryant when you already could make an argument? You unloaded Damian Jones. Your next big man behind Anthony Davis would be winning Gabriel. So I imagine that the Lakers have something else coming. The Lakers have to have another trade already lined up, and they need the picks, or they need something to make this move make sense. Because just to unload Thomas Bryant, essentially, which is what this looks like, it doesn't make any logical sense unless they're doing something. Now, Thomas Bryant, for being honest, we're probably not going to be able to keep after this year. Although I really love Thomas Bryant. I mean, seriously, as just what he's done for this team and keeping us above water without AD is just, it was amazing to see. I mean, his hustle, his drive, his rim running, which was huge, right? Him running the rim and running to the rim, and him running the floor, and just, all the putbacks, even on fast breaks and stuff. His hustle is going to be very, very missed. And this was a huge pickup for Denver. I mean, seriously, this was great for them. But for us, something has to be in the works. The Lakers have to. So this tells me personally, and I could be wrong, but this tells me that the Lakers have another move lined up that they're getting ready to pull off. Because why would you trade Thomas Bryant when you have no other bigs? Now, don't get me wrong, the Lakers could use a shot blocking big, a more defensive minded center, especially one that could play next to AD or, back up AD. That would be really nice. Hopefully somebody that can stretch the floor. Maybe they're going after like a Mo Bamba. That could be a possibility because we can't get anybody huge and major. And Jakob Poeltl's already gone. Are they getting Vu? Maybe, but are they going to bring him off the bench? How is that going to work? Are they going to bring AD to the 4? I'm not really sure. But my guess is another big deal is coming. Another trade is in the works. Now, from just a fan standpoint, again, I really love Thomas Bryant. I thought he was great in spots. I thought he really, just his drive and hustle, on the offensive end, being able to stretch the floor, knocking down threes, knocking down the mid-range. That mid-range was butter for him. He was really good from that spot. I hope it's a trade that is worth it, though. I hope it's a trade that makes sense. I hope it's a deal that we look at and go, okay, all right, that makes sense. I get why they made that move. I get now why they traded Thomas Bryant. Because Thomas Bryant, he could be a factor for us. Just the rebounding, the hustle, the points, the scoring. Yes, you do lose Russell Westbrook, so you don't have that connection. A lot of Thomas Bryant's points came from Russ, just on that drive and dump down, or him just running the floor and just getting putbacks and stuff like that. So, I do get the idea, I do get the logic, but this is a guy that was huge for us. This was a guy that could come in and give a lot of relief to AD. We still never saw the LeBron, Bryant, Davis lineup, which I was always curious to see. Yes, Thomas Bryant, defensively, Thomas Bryant is not very good, right? He doesn't have the defensive side, but I still think he would have been very valuable for us going forward, right? I think that he is a guy that could put up some numbers, put up some stats for us on a nightly basis, give AD some relief. Not just that, but AD's probably going to miss a couple more games here and there. I don't think AD plays every game the rest of the way. They're going to load manage him to an extent. He's going to have nights off, as so will probably LeBron. And Thomas Bryant, when AD's not playing, Thomas Bryant could come in and give you, 15 to 20 a night with 10 plus boards, right? He could be a monster. He could be a guy that can have an impact on the basketball court. He's a guy that runs the floor and runs towards the rim. He's a guy that he just provides a lot. So again, it has to be a trade that makes sense. It has to be something that we look at and go, okay, maybe that was the move, right? Maybe it's a Nerlens Noel. Maybe the Lakers are working out something to get an Alec Burke and Nerlens Noel. That could be pretty nice. That could be pretty solid. Or, maybe, like I said, maybe it's a Terrence Ross and Mo Bamba, and they needed to get a couple more seconds. Maybe now, because now they have 7 second-round picks to trade, so maybe they're taking, like, those 3, or maybe those 3 and, like, 1 or 2 of theirs, and sending that for, like, a Mo Bamba and Terrence Ross. If that happens, okay, now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Let's go. Like, if that is something that can happen, and we end up landing like a Terrence Ross or Mo Bamba, then trading Thomas Bryant made all the sense in the world. Because one, like I said, you're probably not going to keep him. He's played so well. There's a team that's going to offer him more than we'll be able to offer him. We have like 0 cap space now going into the offseason. So the Lakers aren't going to be able to retain Thomas Bryant. We don't have bird rights on him. We don't have anything. So it does make sense to trade him. Does make sense to unload him, but it has to be there has to be a purpose. There has to be a reason behind it. But to turn even if not, that's still a good deal, right? Like, you get Reed, who I don't even know how much he'll play, if they play him at all. He's probably just going to be a filler that they throw in. Although maybe they develop him, maybe they grow him into something. But realistically, they got 3 second-round picks for a vet minimum player that, why not, right? They have a vet minimum player that you're probably not going to keep. So even if like nothing happens and they just get a big in the buyout market, or like, let's say they sign Hassan Whiteside or something, this still could look to be a good deal. But it doesn't make sense unless you have another big lined up. Now, maybe it's not for a trade. Maybe it is buyout market. Maybe, they're planning on bringing back, Cousins and Whiteside. Right? Maybe that's something that they're considering. Okay, well, look, Denver's offering 3 second-round picks for Thomas Bryant. Let's get those picks. That gets us the picks for Rui Hachimura, right? Think about that. We traded 3 second-round picks to get Rui Hachimura, and we just got those 3 seconds back for Thomas Bryant. Like, I like Thomas Bryant, but he's still young. He's 25, but that's a good return for Thomas Bryant, in my opinion. A really good return for Thomas Bryant, right? So even if nothing else, you basically just got the Rui deal for free, right? All you gave up was Kendrick Nunn, who didn't make sense for you to begin with, and wasn't playing well. You're probably letting go at the end of the season. So you turned essentially now Kendrick Nunn into Rui Hachimura, and you basically just got recouped all your assets for Thomas Bryant. Or you could even look at it like this. We traded Thomas Bryant and Kendrick Nunn for Rui Hachimura, right? We could just waive Reeve, whatever, and then, now we got another roster spot. But we got to get another big now. This tells me that we're getting another big, that another deal is in the works. Something else is lined up. I'm curious to see how this plays out. But look, Thomas Bryant, personally, I'm going to miss Thomas Bryant. I wish he could have stuck around, but I get it. I understand. I just want the Lakers to be the best team that they possibly can. If having to let go of Thomas Bryant, who we're probably going to lose anyway, if we can let go of Thomas Bryant to now get pieces that make more sense, like I said, a Terrence Ross, a Mo Bamba, maybe like an Alec Burke and a Nerlens Noel, something like that, shot blocking big, somebody that could, play some better defense down low, because that's kind of what we need now. We need defense. We got enough scoring, and I understand, like, you could look at Thomas Bryant and go, okay, well, he doesn't provide any defense, but he provides scoring. Although we don't really need scoring, we still could use a little more shooting, and we could use some perimeter and interior defense. Okay, well, if you unload Thomas Bryant to then go get those things, cool, I'm all for it, right? So my guess is they did this to get those assets, take Patrick Beverley, take Lonnie Walker, take whatever else, and then use those pieces with all the second-round picks and a first. Because now, like I said, they have 7 second-round picks and 1 first-round pick that they can now trade to go get pieces. I don't think it's going to be one guy. I think it's going to be several guys now. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think of this? What do you want to see happen? However your thoughts are, however you feel. Please let me know down in the comment section below. Are you going to miss Thomas Bryant? Do you think, no, like, it's all right, we're probably going to lose him anyway? no biggie. Do you look at it as like, hey, it depends on what the end result is? Did you like the deal? Did you think, hey, even if you don't get something, right? Like this is still a haul that you have for the future. Like now you got 3 second-round picks that you can now go use to go get a guy like in the offseason or something. No, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, let me know down in the comments.